The hard part of starting a business isn't coming up with a good idea. It's all the paperwork that you have to do, where even a small mistake could cost you time and money. If that sounds overwhelming to you, you're not alone. That's why in this ZenBusiness review, I'll break down whether this service can actually replace the tedious process of forming an LLC with a single subscription. All right, let's start with an overview of what ZenBusiness is. Put simply, ZenBusiness is an LLC formation service that'll complete all the necessary paperwork for you when you're starting a business. After all, the process can be pretty time-consuming if you do everything yourself. So check out the ZenBusiness link in the description below if you'd rather spend less time on paperwork and more time refining your business idea. All right, suppose you want to start a small online business. Maybe you're freelancing, selling digital products, or launching a side hustle. Whatever your business idea is, your very first step is registering an LLC. If you've never learned how to create an LLC, you might be surprised to learn the process actually involves a lot of paperwork and can be pretty complicated and time-consuming. And if that wasn't enough, keep in mind the exact steps and requirements vary by state, and you'll also have to set up a tax ID for your business. Imagine sitting there Googling how to set up LLC, having to figure all of that out by yourself. I don't know about you, but I'd be totally lost. So how does ZenBusiness make it easier to start your business? With this service, all you have to do is answer a few questions, and the system will automatically prepare and file your business paperwork for you based on your state's requirements. ZenBusiness does this through a multi-part process running behind the scenes. Firstly, specialized software creates the necessary documents based on your answers. Next, the ZenBusiness team reviews and submits everything manually to ensure the documents are filed correctly. Then, if a mistake somehow does slip through, ZenBusiness will handle everything for you, meaning that you don't have to worry about anything. That said, please note that whether your LLC gets final approval depends on the decisions of individual state offices and not on ZenBusiness. If that kind of convenience sounds appealing to you, then click the link in the description below to get your hands on a special ZenBusiness deal. And best of all, once everything is approved, the benefits don't stop there. ZenBusiness will stick around as your registered agent, ensuring you stay compliant with local business laws. The company will receive official legal documents on your behalf and also send you annual report reminders so you don't miss any important deadlines. At this point, I'm sure the main appeal of ZenBusiness is obvious. The provider greatly simplifies the crucial steps of creating a business, which would be completely exhausting otherwise. Yes, of course, you can do everything yourself if you want to, but then you'll most likely spend crazy amounts of time figuring out things through trial and error. Remember, every mistake you make will push back your business start date by days, if not weeks. And if that wasn't enough, these oversights could come back to haunt you in the form of fines or just extra fees for repeated applications. And speaking of money, ZenBusiness also has finance tools that can help you track expenses by keeping records of your business spending, and it also includes a few tools to make tax season easier to manage. Now, if you're wondering, is ZenBusiness legitimate? I think their results speak for themselves. The company's helped launch over 850,000 businesses since its founding in 2015, and customer review sites like Trustpilot are jam-packed with positive reviews about the ZenBusiness LLC formation process and the follow-up support you get once it's completed. All right, next up in our ZenBusiness review, let's talk about how much all this convenience is actually going to cost you. And again, make sure to use those links in the description below to see the best price ZenBusiness is currently offering. One thing that jumps out right away is that ZenBusiness LLC formation is free with the starter plan, which is honestly pretty surprising. However, this one covers only the basics of forming an LLC, like checking whether your potential company name is available and filing the essential documents. And this service level will process everything at the standard pace, which will take at least a week or two. It's definitely a great help, but keep in mind that since this plan is free, you'll still have to pay all the necessary government fees yourself. And this plan also doesn't include any additional assistance when obtaining an EIN, so dealing with the IRS will still be your responsibility. So, all things considered, I think it's fair to say this option isn't all that different from just doing everything yourself. Personally, I'd like to leave the whole process of LLC formation to the experts, which is why I recommend going with the Pro plan instead. With this option, ZenBusiness will give your LLC the priority treatment it deserves and process all your documents in one day. And of course, ZenBusiness will also secure an employer ID number for you. which is essential if you want to be able to open a business bank account, among other essential functions. But the benefits don't stop there. You get a bunch of other extra perks to make the process of running your business smooth and carefree. For example, the service will cover state-required annual reports filing to maintain LLC protections and avoid fines. You can also get ongoing compliance support to ensure everything about your business is in line with your state's requirements. Plus, the plan comes with an operating agreement template, basically the constitution for how your business operates. And apart from the administrative stuff, ZenBusiness also includes branding tools to help you build your company's image and online presence. There's a logo builder kit and a private domain and AI website builder, so you'll get a professional-looking business email too. So I'd say the Pro plan hits the sweet spot in terms of helping you form an LLC in no time while also setting up your business for success. It comes with a few handy features that can replace external tools, making this a great all-in-one option. And although ZenBusiness isn't the cheapest option out there, you'll get some excellent benefits at no extra cost if you use my special discount in the description. The third ZenBusiness plan is premium, and it unlocks everything this service has to offer to put your mind completely at ease. For example, in addition to the perks in the previous plan, this one includes a few state-required extras you'd otherwise have to handle yourself, such as appointing a registered agent and obtaining compliance coverage. Plus, you'll also gain access to a business documents library full of various templates that you'll occasionally have to fill out while running your business. But best of all, this plan includes a one-on-one consultation with a business advisor if you have any unanswered questions about running your business. All right, even though ZenBusiness sounds like a great option when starting a business, it does come with some limitations. First off, and this one shouldn't come as a surprise, ZenBusiness is only suitable if you're starting a business in the United States. Obviously, other countries have different laws and regulations regarding business operations. Second, ZenBusiness can't replace an actual lawyer. You'll get a few pointers here and there, but the service can't actually give any official legal advice, and in unique cases, might have limited functionality. On top of that, ZenBusiness can't help you if you want to start a nonprofit organization. The service is solely focused on standard business types, as the name suggests. To summarize, ZenBusiness won't build your entire business for you, but it can make sure it's set up properly from a legal perspective. Plus, it'll provide continuous support to ensure everything is running smoothly. And for a lot of people, that's exactly what makes it one of the best LLC services out there. And that wraps up my ZenBusiness Honest Review. Would you use a service like this when starting your own business? Let me know in the comments. Be sure to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you later.